Okay, hey, what's up, troops? We got a special video for today. I'm introducing Morris to our videos. I've talked to him and I've talked about him in a lot of our videos in the past, and I talked about how he kind of encourages me. He helps me with having a good attitude. He's been with us for a number of years, training, personal training, and helping with some of the senior classes and just different stuff around Iron Camp. I got him actually mopping the floors at the big old gym, and it kind of convinced them actually that what was it that I Chris?
You're doing battle ropes, and then you used to go side to side, and you said not a good exercise for them would be mopping the floor side to side. I started out and I could only mop, I'll say, quarter of the floor, and I worked my way up where I could mop the whole floor. I think I'm very happy with that.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, that's gonna help your mobility and your strength and your balance and all that stuff. And the gym never was cleaner, so it was great, great. But anyways, so we're glad to have Morris here. I'm going to try to have him here in more videos. This video today is more of a client testimonial. One that I screwed up on last time was the John and Kathryn one. I didn't realize there was a whole other page, so I kind of ended it prematurely there. I didn't have, you know what, I'm going to turn off this.
Yeah, a bit noisy, yeah.
All right, let's turn that off so we could hear us a little bit better here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so the John and Kathryn testimonials. And once again, guys, for those that this is your first video, this is the book that Ray, my wife, made for me once we shut down the gym because of the pandemic. And it was just heart-wrenching, felt like such a failure. Didn't really want to, I didn't really know what I was going to do, just because the gym was everything to me. And, and then having all those people that, looked up to me and, needed me for help, and not being able to kind of help them really put me down. So she made this book. She went out all, most clients, seeing if they wanted to write something nice. And she put it together, and it's a really amazing thing, but I haven't been able to really sit down and go through it and talk about things because, I felt like still such a fraud, and just like none of this stuff really, I could really take it in until I really got some help and realized, things happen and you got to make yourself better and you got to pick yourself up, and it's time to kick ass, and one step forward at a time. And all this now has become really encouraging reading it to you guys, and I can finally sit down and read it. So, yeah, so we got John and Kathryn.
It is good. Like you say, you got to pick yourself up and move on, that's hard to do sometimes.
Yeah, and you, out of everybody, and I tell, Morris being an above knee amputee, and maybe one day he'll tell the story in one of our videos on how this happened and everything, but he has, almost all the reason in the world not to be upset, to be angry, and he's not, and he continues trying to do better. So, he says that, but
I still got to work on it though. It seems like, but it's all good.
Work to do, always work in progress.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is John and Kathryn. So John and Kathryn, thank you guys for writing this. I'll try to read the whole, I'll read the whole thing this time. So after completing the Spartan trifecta in 2019, which is 3 different Spartan races, I think there's a short one, a long one, an even longer one, or like a short one, like a sprint, a regular Spartan race, and then like an extra long one, like an ultra or something. So they completed all those 2019. We wanted to seek out a gym that better met our needs and where we could work out together. Iron Camp offered what we were looking for in terms of functional fitness and the ability to practice movements that would benefit us in the obstacle course. We both enjoy the format and atmosphere of the class setting, and what we didn't realize was that we were also gaining a supportive group of individuals and a sense of gym and family. So yeah, we really pride ourselves on that, getting everybody to know each other. You know how we put the name tags on the boards and stuff, and everybody kind of knows people, and how I hate it too when I'm seeing somebody often and I'm like, what's her name? I should know her name. But it's easy to look at the board and then you remember, and I found that really helped. Okay, we started with outdoor boot camps in the summer. You came to some boot camps, didn't you? Outdoor stuff.
Just to watch.
Hang out. 2019, which led to becoming members at the first downtown location. Then the pandemic hit and the flood. Through it all, Iron Camp stood strong in supporting members through virtual training. Truthfully, without this, Kathryn writing this, likely would have become a casualty of the pandemic and losing my motivation to work out. At the end of the week, I always look forward to Friday Night Pump. Yeah, Friday Night Pump was something I like to do. And you know what? I posted all those videos on Facebook back then, and it's funny. now they're starting to come up as like flagged by, because I, didn't know much back then about music, right? So I had like music playing in the background that I'm not supposed to use. And now they're like, so get on there now on the Facebook and friggin', screen record them or something, because they're all going down eventually. It's like every week I'm getting a new one that pops up, and they all seem to be those Friday night pumps. Yeah, the pandemic hit, and where was I? I always look forward to the Friday night pump, knowing we were all working out together virtually. That family feeling remained despite being in our own homes. Yeah, that was a tough time, that pandemic time, and trying to keep ourselves going. H2Q open, it was all we could ask for. Yeah, that was a nice big location. That's where you got your skills for mopping and that mobility and strength you're getting built, the balance and all that. The equipment and the space to truly push ourselves to have fun. Where this came to a sense of community when we were working out, along with a supportive environment, and that has allowed us to grow to where we are today. So that's where I ended last time, but we got a whole other page to do, and we'll continue that now. Okay, so while on vacation in Mexico, January 2020, we hit up a gym multiple times, and with the 8-week challenge, so I put together a little 8-week challenge. That was my first ever like challenge program, where it was like preset videos and follow us here and there, And actually they're on the website right now. It's free, a lot of them, that you can just go on there and check out and follow along to as well. So the 8-week challenge, we worked out in the hotel gym while in Edmonton for a weekend, a first for us. Normally those weekends were for indulging, which we also did with less guilt. Yeah, you always got to indulge, right? It's just having that happy, the moderation of keeping yourself moving, but enjoy food. I don't want people to be like, chicken, broccoli, rice all the time. That's so boring, boring. Going on vacation especially, you want to eat and have all the goods. Okay, to all the trainers we have the opportunity to meet. They met a lot of trainers, been with us for a while. Santo, Ray, Paulette, Heather, Dean, Kelsey, Stacy, Sandy, Brandy, Linda, Jeff. Hopefully not missing anyone. I don't think you are. Thank you. To Santo, Ray, and G. G's the bulldog. He's in bed right now. We filmed too early for him. Thank you so much for what you brought to the community of Fort McMurray. I appreciate that, guys. We know this isn't the end. It's just forging a new path, and we look forward to seeing what the future entails. Kathryn and John, ICF Power Couple, and you guys really are. Thank you a lot. That means a lot. That means the world. And a lot that she said there was like about community, right? About trying to build that community and having a place where you're kind of like, you're in the trenches, right? Like blood, sweat, well, not much blood, good thing, but like sweat and like, and not much tears either. But just sweat and like happiness and getting through workouts and stuff like that. It was
when
good.
You walk in the door, it was like you're going home. It was nice. Hi, how you doing? What's new? And
what's happening? How's everything going? It's a sense of really, really, really supportive environment and sense of like team and you don't feel and I find like if you have people that are supportive around you, you're not gonna feel like insecure about trying your hardest and not doing well. It almost encourages you to try hard and not do well, because you're gonna suck at it, but you're not gonna. But eventually you'll get better, and that's where everybody starts. But if you always stick into that like low level that you can do okay, you never progress because you're always worried about what somebody's gonna say. But if we're all supportive, that's why you get so many people trying new things and sucking at first and then getting better. And it's like that's where progress comes. But you got to feel like there's not gonna be judgment, and that's the environment I think we had, and we're building still, and we still have, with the training we do now and the online programs and stuff. But anyways, John, Kathryn, thanks a lot for that one. That was great. Sorry about the first video, didn't really get through it all. Thanks, Morris, for being here, man. It's really good to have you, and we'll have you in more videos.
Okay.
See you guys. Try without cease.